Long ago, there existed a kingdom unlike any other. It was peaceful, quiet, and strangely disciplined. Crime was rare not because the people were kind-hearted or noble, but because fear ruled every corner of the land. Fear had a name. The King's Three Punishments. The king of this land was known as a wise but terrifying ruler. He never ordered public executions. He never spilled blood with his own hands. Instead, he believed death was too easy. Whenever a criminal was caught, the king would summon them to the royal court. There in front of nobles, guards, and common people, he would say, "I will not kill you today. Instead, I will give you a choice. Complete it honestly for 1 full year, and you will live. Falavin, once in death will follow." People believed these choices were worse than death itself. They whispered that no one who accepted them ever returned alive. The 3 punishments, the king always offered the same 3 tasks. Cleaning the royal palace sewers dark, filthy, and filled with poisonous air, rebuilding broken roads alone, carrying massive stones day after day. Feeding the palace's old violent dogs, beasts trained to attack without mercy. Most prisoners chose the 3rd task. Feeding dogs? That sounds easy, they thought. But they never understood one simple truth. Fear was the real punishment. The crime of hunger. One cold morning, a young man was dragged into the royal court. He was thin, his clothes were torn, his hands trembled not from fear, but from hunger. His crime was simple. He had stolen a loaf of bread. When asked why, he spoke quietly. "My mother hasn't eaten in 3 days." The court fell silent. The law was clear: stealing was a crime. The king raised his hand, and the 3 punishments were announced. Whispers filled the hall. The sewer will suffocate him. The roadwork will break his body. The dogs will tear him apart. The young man listened carefully. Then he closed his eyes. For a long moment, the entire court watched him breathe. He was not calculating which task was easiest. He was deciding which path would give him a chance to survive. Finally, he opened his eyes and said, "I choose to clean the sewer." Laughter erupted. Even the guards shook their heads. Everyone believed he had chosen the worst fate possible. The dark beginning, the sewer was worse than anyone described. Darkness swallowed the light. The air was thick with rot. Rats crawled freely, and filthy water soaked his feet. On the first day, he vomited. On the second day, he nearly collapsed. Standing alone in the darkness, he thought, "Did I choose death?" But hunger had taught him something important. When you have nothing left, you stop fearing discomfort. The hidden discovery days passed. Weeks passed. As his eyes adjusted to the darkness, he began to notice something strange. Shining beneath the filth were lost gold coins. Rings slipped from careless fingers. Jewels forgotten by time. People had thrown their waste into the sewer for years, and with it, their valuables. The young man collected them quietly. But more importantly, he began to understand the system itself. He cleared blockages, repaired broken channels. He guided the water instead of fighting it. The sewer slowly changed, and so did he. The transformation. His body grew stronger. His breathing grew steady. His mind grew calm. What once disgusted him now taught him discipline. What once frightened him now gave him opportunity. He stopped seeing the sewer as punishment, saw it as a place no one else was willing to enter. 1 year later, exactly 1 year later, the young man emerged into the sunlight. The crowd barely recognized him. His shoulders were broad, his eyes were sharp, his hands carried proof of honest labor. He had survived. Not because the task was easy, but because he had chosen to see opportunity where others saw horror. The king's revelation. Then the king smiled for the first time in years. "You're the first," he said. Then he revealed the secret behind the punishments. The dogs attacked only those who trembled in fear. The road broke men who saw only pain, not value. But the sewer rewarded those who could think beyond disgust. These tasks, the king said, were never meant to kill anyone. They were designed to test mindset. The final reward, the king appointed the young man as his advisor. Standing beside the throne, the former bread thief listened as the king spoke. Most people run from what looks like the worst job, and in doing so, they abandon the greatest opportunity of their lives. Moral of the story? The worst path often hides the greatest reward. Hardship is a test. Not a curse. Your life changes not by luck, but by how you choose to see difficulty.